Bodycam footage released by the Department of Homeland Security Saturday showed the arrest of Newark Mayor Ras Baraka, who was detained at a federal immigration detention center. According to Associated Press, Baraka on Saturday denied trespassing during a confrontation with ICE agents that led to his arrest while the Democrat was at the facility with 3 members of Congress. Baraka, who has been protesting the center's opening this week, was released around 8 p.m. Friday night after spending several hours in custody. He was accused of trespassing and ignoring warnings to leave the Delaney Hall facility. Tricia McLaughlin, an assistant secretary for public affairs with the Department of Homeland Security, said in an interview with CNN on Saturday that the investigation was ongoing, and the department also released more video of the confrontation. Witnesses said the arrest came after Baraka attempted to join 3 members of New Jersey's congressional delegation, Representatives Robert Menendez, LaMonica McIver, and Bonnie Watson Coleman, in attempting to enter the facility. When federal officials blocked his entry, a heated argument broke out. Baraka then left the secure area, rejoining protesters on the public side of the gate. Minutes later, several ICE agents, some wearing face coverings, surrounded him and others on the public side. As protesters cried out, "Shame," Baraka was dragged back through the gate in handcuffs. Baraka, who is running to succeed term-limited Governor Phil Murphy, has embraced the fight with the Trump administration over illegal immigration. He has aggressively pushed back against the construction and opening of the 1,000-bed detention center, arguing that it should not be allowed to open because of building permit issues. DHS said in its statement that the facility has the proper permits and inspections have been cleared.
More problems. You have the nonsense.
This is the mayor of the largest city. You are here on private property. On private property.
All right, this is the last. I'm not pinned. Listen, this is the last warning.
Oh, it's Congresswoman. Let's show some respect. Show some respect.
All her man.
You have no respect.
Listen,
What does it mean?
Congressmen are different. Congresswomen are different. Mr. Mayor, anyone that is not a congresswoman or man, step out. It is the last warning. You will be placed under arrest.
You let him in, you piece of shit. He's the mayor. Let him in.
Don't rush in. Don't rush in.
No.
Don't, please.
Clear the gate. Back up.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. Shame on you people.
They're saying that because he was on this side, that he
Where's my congresswoman? Where's my congresswoman? Don't
touch us.
Don't do it. Back up. All right. Back up.
Don't touch us. This is not right.
It's on the coat. It's on the coat. Calm down. I'm not resisting. I know.
Get all of your goddamn hands off of me! Hell wrong with you? You ever put your hands on me? Hell wrong with you? Hell wrong with you? You better get your officer! Miss Perez! Miss Perez, get your fucking officer!
Where's your hands off for her?
Don't tell me like that! What? Well, with him, he just assaulted me! Let's just walk on this. I am filing a complaint. All right. I am filing a complaint. Listen to me. I'm filing a complaint. You don't dare talk to a congresswoman like that, and you got her to put your hands on me? You will pay.
In February 2025, Russian forces launched a drone strike that severely damaged the protective sarcophagus covering Chernobyl's fourth reactor. The Guardian reports, the strike resulted in a gaping hole measuring 15 meters in the outer roof, igniting the internal insulation, which required over 2 weeks to extinguish. The sarcophagus, which was built in 2017 at a cost of 1.5 billion euros, now faces prolonged vulnerability to natural elements and corrosion, further threatening the containment of radioactive materials. The attack was carried out by a Russian drone costing just 75,000 euros, which led to an estimated 25 million euros in damage, according to preliminary reports from engineering experts. Fortunately, there was no radiological consequences from the strike, but the breach has raised concerns about the sarcophagus's ability to withstand weather conditions in the long term. Sergei Bokov, the chief engineer on duty at the time of the attack, described the initial shock, noting sensors recorded the impact resembling a 6 to 7 magnitude earthquake. However, the team quickly identified the drone as the reason, which flew low enough to avoid detection by radar systems. The attack left the sarcophagus exposed to the elements, increasing the risk of radiation leaks and water infiltration. Despite these alarming risks, the Ukrainian Ministry of Environment has assured the public that radiation levels remain within safe limits and are under constant monitoring. However, experts like American engineer Eric Shimon, who worked on the sarcophagus design, stress that repairs are necessary to avoid further structural degradation. He estimates the repair costs could range from tens of millions to possibly hundreds of millions of dollars. The European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, which helped finance the construction of the sarcophagus, has acknowledged the severity of the damage and confirmed its involvement in the assessment process. A more detailed report on the full extent of the damage is expected in May 2025. Beneath the damaged sarcophagus lies a highly radioactive mass, including 200 tons of uranium from the reactor and 5,000 tons of sand, lead, and boric acid that were dropped during the aftermath of the 1986 disaster. If the sarcophagus isn't repaired, the integrity of this critical structure could continue to deteriorate, posing long-term environmental and health risks. As the international community weighs in on funding the repairs, it's clear that the cost of restoration far outweighs the expense of the drone that caused the destruction. For now, the focus is on preventing further harm and ensuring the safety of future generations.